Hi, this is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Welcome back to the series of our top 10 organizational issues as listed by organizational consultants Roger Connors, Tom Smith, and Craig Hickman. We have poor communications, people development, empowerment, misalignment, entitlement, work and personal life balance, poor performance, senior management development, cross-functional strife, and programitis. We talked about programitis previously. For now, we're going to focus on cross-functional strife. The funny thing is this, everybody actually wants to do a good job. Now, if everybody wants to do a good job, either as an individual or as a department, why is it that we have this cross-functional strife? There are three types of environment and there are three types of situation that give rise to cross-functional strife, although everyone wants to do a good job. Now, that's the funny thing. The first type of situations that give rise to cross-functional strife is conflicting priorities. In fact, it is not the absence of priorities that give rise to cross-functional strife. It is because of sometimes too many priorities and conflicting priorities. What one department deems as important may not be deemed as important to the other department. So there is a lack of a overall vision and a coherent direction to give meaning to the priorities of each individual or each department. Conflicting priorities is environment number one. The second situation that gives rise to cross-functional strife is conflicting measurements. One person might be measured on profit, the other one could be heavily measured on quality, and while this guy is pushing for profit at the expense of quality, then you have the tension arising between these two parties, and what do you have? A lot of strife and inefficiencies due to conflicting measurements. The funny thing about measurements is that measurements drive behavior. So if we find that there are certain behaviors we do not like in the organization, many times we got to take a step back and ask ourselves this question: how are we measuring the individuals or the department in the first place? Because these two have a very direct correlation, measurements and behavior. The third situation is something a little bit closer home. It has to do with conflicting leadership. Let me explain. Whatever that happens as a cross-functional strife at the departmental level, basically, at times it is a mirror of what is going on at a higher level. Because if there is no sense of unity or coherency in the top leadership, if even in the leadership itself, the vision is not united, even at the leadership level, if you get mixed messages, then what happens is that the conflict that is up there get translated to the organizational downwards. So what's happening at the organization, at the functional level, many times is a mirror of the conflict that is happening at the leadership level. If there are mixed messages up here, there will be mixed messages down here as well. I'd like to offer one key approach to overcome conflicting priorities, measurement, and leadership, and that is to have a series of cross-functional feedback activities. Cross-functional feedback activities. This is the key to overcoming cross-functional strife. Allow me to offer three practical strategies on how to build a sense of cross-functional feedback. Number one, when you're planning for team building activities, don't just think about team, think about inter-team. Wouldn't it be great if you go for a team building activities with the finance department if you're from sales, or you have an inter-team building with R&D if you're from manufacturing? Because a lot of the conflicts arise because we do not understand each other's priorities. We do not understand where each other is coming from. And when we have inter-team building activities, then we begin to see, hey, we are only a part of the bigger picture. Secondly, what about having inter-team meetings? If you're from engineering, why not invite someone from finance and see how the engineering productivity affects the bottom line, how it actually flows back into the engineer's bonus and profits. So being able to have other input and other cross-functional presence in your team meetings can also help to minimize cross-functional conflict. Finally, what about having inter-team brainstorming sessions? If R&D is brainstorming on coming up with new products, why not get someone from manufacturing in? Why not get someone from quality to come in? Why not get someone from finance to come in? You know, when you are able to see things from different perspectives and get the input and feedback early on, then a lot of the consequences or negative repercussions can be avoided. Because in this case, there is safety in the multitude of counselors. So the moral of the story is this: don't just remain cross with each other. Look beyond that and appreciate the functional feedback that you can have even from people in other departments. Because once we see the bigger picture of where our priorities are, the different ways we are measured, and also the different leadership perspective, then we gain a deeper understanding of how each part flows into the bigger vision. And everyone really wants to do a good job, but not many people take the step to understand what the other party is doing. The step to resolve cross-functional conflict is a step of understanding, and that requires cross-functional feedback initiatives. Think about it. This is Joseph Tan here from goodmonday.com. Thanks for watching.